Week 32, day 5, and as Mary Metcalf always says, evaluation day, the most joyful day in the world. Because you have been successful this week. You took those 3 goals, you accomplished all 3 of them. You wrote them down. You said, what is my definition of success? And my definition of success is to accomplish these 3 goals. And you wrote down specific, meaningful, attainable, relevant, time-oriented goals. You wrote down a plan to get them done. And today you look at them and you say, I got them done. I am successful. And if you got 2 of them done, you're 2/3 successful. And the one you didn't get done, you sit down and say, I didn't get it done because. And you write down why you didn't get it done. And you write down what you're going to do differently next week. See, you're going to be successful when you first write down what your definition of success is. And don't you dare write down a Mercedes-Benz or a $700,000 home or all conference in football. None of those are goals. None of those are measures of success. Not one. To have a great family. That's a measure of success. As I told you Monday, money can buy you a bed, but it can't buy you a good night's sleep. It can buy you a house, but it can't buy you a home. Buy you a companion, but it can't buy you a friend. Buy you joy, but it can't buy you happiness. Money is not success. Cars are not. Material things are not success. That's not what makes it successful. When you win that championship, you know why it is so good? You know why you feel like $1 million? A joy shared is twice the joy. A sorrow shared is only half the sorrow. Everybody knows that. If you've got true friends, when you win the championship, we won the championship at Idaho, first time in 32 years, and I looked at those players and I saw the happiness in their eyes and the joy. That's what makes it worthwhile. It wasn't me, it wasn't what I did or me being the coach of the year or this or that. It was the joy that each one of them had. I want to tell you about a guy to close this week. His name was John Pierpont, Pierpont. 1866, at the age of 81, he died. And when he died, he was in Washington, D.C. as a menial government clerk, filing papers, being a clerk. Now, John Pierpont was a Yale graduate. Matter of fact, his grandfather was one of the founders of Yale. He decided to be a school teacher. He failed at being a school teacher because he was too easy on the students. So he went to law school, became a lawyer. He failed because he was more interested in justice than he was in attorney fees, billing hours. He failed as a lawyer. He bought a store and he got into dry goods. He failed there because he was too interested in helping people instead of making a profit. He became a minister. He went to a seminary and became a minister. He was fired as a minister at his church because he was for prohibition and anti-slavery. And the politics of the church got him fired. He ran for Congress and he lost. The Civil War, he became a chaplain. And he failed as a chaplain because he was too empathetic to both sides. So he ended up as a clerk in Washington, D.C. Is that guy a failure? I mean, how many ways can you fail? Teacher, lawyer, merchant, minister, politician, chaplain. Gee, many. Well, when Christmas comes around this year and you sing Jingle Bells, think of John Pierpont. John Pierpont wrote Jingle Bells for his grandchildren. And there's millions and millions of people for years, ever since 1866, that have sang Jingle Bells. Have you done anything that will last forever? He failed at a lot of things. Was he a success? He eventually wrote a song for his grandkids that we sing today at Christmas. Don't ever give up. Don't ever think that you're a failure. Keep working. You have within you an instinct to be successful, and you will be a role model for success. Make it a great weekend. See you next week.